Herrera.
We're live.
All right. I'll start, Eli.
Okay.
From Sheridan Memorial Field in Rutherford, New Jersey, the St. Mary Gales play the Weehawken Indians. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Rutherford. Jack Rizzo joined, as always, by Elijah Weintraub as we get set for Game 2 for the Gales as they take on Weehawken, who won 17-3 in their last game against Bergen Charter.
Yes.
Bergen Charter. And a couple of position changes today for the Gales. Kyle Watson, who called yesterday, will be at first today. A new addition to the lineup, Matthew DeGennaro into the 9 slot at second base. Jonathan Stevens, who DH'd yesterday, will go to left field. And Jacob Herrera will move to the DH spot today as Isaac Young takes the mound for the Gales. Should be getting started here in just a few minutes. Eli, again, pretty successful first game yesterday for Coach Nigel. What do you expect to see from them in this game?
Well, yeah, a very successful game yesterday. Great job by the pitching crew. Bradley and David Anderson both did a great job. Bradley Higgins, he did a great job yesterday. David Anderson, he also did a very good job yesterday. I can't wait to see what else they have to offer. Nigel, great job so far, and I've seen him in the pre-game practice today. Great job, and I can't wait to see what else we can succeed with. And good start yesterday. It's a good way to start your season, and let's hope for a great start now.
Eric Martel leads off the top of the first. Weehawken, and the first pitch from Young is grounded down to third, handled by Blaze, and the throw right on the money. And just like that, one pitch, one out for the Gales, and we are underway here from Rutherford.
Yes, and Jack, if you remember yesterday, the first pitch that Bradley Higgins threw out yesterday, it was a base hit. This one also was a strike. So it looks like for some reason the St. Mary's loves to start their first pitch of the game with somehow either a base hit or a strikeout. And of course we got one out here, and hopefully we can end this inning quick.
Ryan Benettis, the second baseman, is up. And that's grounded up the middle, and it'll get through for a base hit. So back-to-back hitters for Weehawken swinging out the first pitch. Ryan Benitez, on the first pitch he sees, hits a sharp line drive up the middle, and the Indians have their first hit of the game. Christian Ramirez catching for Weehawken today. He'll be up. And that one in the dirt. It gets away. Trying for second is
safe.
Benitez, and no chance for the catch for the new catcher for the Gales today, Giordano. So it'll go down as what I would believe to be a wild pitch by Young. So that'll move the runner into scoring position with one out.
Interesting action so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if one run does score. We might have a mound visit early in this game.
They usually don't do mound visits this early, as the fastball is fired in for a strike by Young to make it 1-1. Yeah, they're just gonna let the pitcher again. Sometimes pitchers tend to start off rough, but then they usually tend to get better as the game goes on. You see that a lot in the major leagues. I expect to be fine as that's ripped foul.
Ooh.
And that'll make it 1-2. Hit hard by Ramirez, but it went foul. As Ramirez steps out of the batter's box for some time away. Benitez at second with one out. And Ramirez takes way outside, 2-2.
And the weather could also be a factor in how this game started. As yesterday was in the 70s and warm. Right now it's in the low 50s.
Feels colder though.
It is cold. It does feel colder, with a little light drizzle.
And that one up and away from Young, and it's a full count. Young struggling a little early with the command with his fastball. See if they put Benitez in motion here on 3-2. Not going. And it's in there. Strike 3 called over the outside corner. Got him looking at a fastball. And Ramirez is gone for the second out. First strikeout for Isaac Young.
Yeah, great job by Isaac Young. From this angle, it almost looked like that was going to be a walk, but he got lucky there.
Yep, that was a good pitch right on the outside corner. Juan de la Hoz, the left fielder, now up for Weehawken. And he swings and misses at a high changeup there from Young to make it 0-1.
A light crowd today compared to yesterday as well. We are seeing very few fans from the Weehawken side and very few fans from the Gales side today. Again, weather does have a big factor in this sport.
Big swing and a miss there by Juan de la Hoz, and it's 0-2. And that one way outside from Young, 1-2. Not a bad 0-2 pitch here. You don't want to throw it in the strike zone on 0-2. That's not something you want to do, especially early in the game when the players are ready to hit, you know.
Mm-hmm. Just an update, just to where everyone's at. St. Mary's and Weehawken both.
And got him looking over the outside corner. So Young, after giving up a hit to Benitez, he comes back with back-to-back looking strikeouts, and that gets the Gales through the top of the first. Scoreless going to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first here is Isaac Young put up a 0 there in the top of the first. Relatively the same lineup for the Gales today. 8 of the 9 hitters from yesterday remain in the lineup for today's game. Different positions though. Tyler Giordano will lead off for the second straight game, and after playing second yesterday, he is catching today for Isaac Young. And first pitch swinging, he lines one into right center field, and that's down for a base hit. So Tyler Giordano, first pitch swinging with a soft single into right center field, and that's how the Gales get the bottom of the frame started.
Yeah, great pitch. So, great hit by Giordano, and that's a great way to start. A little bit of information about both teams. St. Mary's and Weehawken are both in the National Division. They play alongside Harrison, Lyndhurst, North Arlington, Rutherford, and Secaucus in the standings. The last season, the Gales were 2-0 against Weehawken after winning 21-3 on April 8th, and on May 12th, they won 19-1 as well. The Gales play Weehawken one more time this season on May 1st at 4 p.m.
Watson, playing first today after catching yesterday. He takes a first pitch high for ball 1. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. There goes Giordano. Pitch up and away. The throw to second is a good one, but it's not in time, and now the ball gets away. And Giordano will stay at second. So it's a stolen base for Tyler Giordano.
He almost went for a double stolen base, but they caught him right in time. And in an effort to support St. Mary High School, please visit Jersey Mike's on Route 17 today, 50 Route 17 Northeast Rutherford, New Jersey. 50% of the proceeds from your order will be donated to St. Mary High School, and every little bit counts. So please go out to Route 17, 50 Route 17.
Watson grounds one down to third, playable for third baseman. A low throw, but picked out by Acosta for the first out. So Watson grounds out to third for the first out.
And the runner advances to third.
As Giordano does go down to third. So it's a productive out for Kyle Watson to put a runner on third with 1 out.
Yes. And one more reminder, 50 Route 17 Northeast Rutherford, New Jersey. 50% of your order will be donated to St. Mary High School. So please support.
Blaise Conti had a big game yesterday, hits third. And first pitch swinging, he golfs one out to right field. That's deep. And that ball's going to be down and will go all the way back to the fence. Giordano trots in to score. Conti around second. He's going to try for third. And he will get there easily. So it's a triple for Blaise Conti. And he continues to rake as Giordano comes in to score. And just like that, 3 batters into the game, the Gales have a 1-0 lead.
That's his 4th RBI, which is pretty incredible. Great job by him. And a triple for Blaise Conti as Giordano scores. 1-0 Gales. As we head up to number 11, Josh Marino, the right fielder.
And that one up and in. Marino has to back out of the way. Gales got hit by a number of pitches yesterday. But they have shown great plate discipline, though, throughout this early part of the season. You can tell Coach Nigel is doing a very good job. And that went up and away, 2-0.
And even in the pregame practice before each game, I got here a little earlier, so I watched the pregame before Weehawken arrived. And the way Nigel was Coach Nigel was speaking to the team, he said, learn how I play and be how I am and work so we could win games and so we could also learn from our mistakes. He's done a phenomenal job so far. That Florida trip, as I mentioned in yesterday's broadcast, absolutely helped him, it looks like. And everything is paying off. And even the pitching has gotten so much improvement. And as we noticed from Bradley Higgins yesterday, opened up yesterday's game.
As Josh Marino walked on 4 pitches there. So that'll put runners on the corners. You definitely bring up a great point there, Eli, with the extra practice of spring training going down to Florida. That definitely helped the team. One thing that might have not, though, is the different climates. Florida, it's, 85 plus every day. And, here, we're just getting into spring now, so it's just starting to get warmer. But we still have days like this where it's pretty cold. But more runners advancing. So there goes Moreno. He will steal without a throw. So second stolen base the inning for the Gales. That takes a double play out of order. Puts runners on second and third with 1 out.
So now you got runners in second and third. And like you said, Jack, and they only got 1 out so far, so definitely we can get another possible score in here as long as another not a double play happens.
Up and away there, 2-0 to Jason Rosado, the shortstop. And that one goes to the back, hits the backstop. Runners don't advance, though. That's now 7 straight out of the strike zone for Luis Almonte, and it's now 3-0. Still just 1 out. Gales have runners at second and third. Indians keep their infield back.
And he walks him.
Can see the run, and Rosado takes a 4-pitch walk there. So back-to-back walks issued by Almonte, and the Gales have the bases loaded with 1 out. Weehawken coaches stay set, so looks like Almonte will not have a mound visit to face the number 6 hitter, Jacob Herrera, who's DHing today after playing the field yesterday. And he takes one outside the zone for ball 1. So that's now 9 straight balls out of the strike zone for Luis Almonte.
The head coach for the Gales is Nigel Archibald alongside his assistant coaches Willie Krankic and Julian. And for Weehawken, your head coach is Anthony Straighton, and the assistant coaches are John Stripling, Matt Serra, and DJ Demore.
As that pitch caught the corner for a strike. So first strike in a while for Luis Almonte. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Ryan Benitez. Oh, no, excuse me. The catcher, Christian Ramirez, will come out for a visit with Almonte. No visit from pitching coach. And the shortstop also came in for the visit. I've seen shortstops do that before. For example, Francisco Lindor of the Mets usually comes in on visits with the catcher. And that's grounded toward the hole. It gets through for a base hit.
Here
Conti
comes
comes
one.
in to score. Rosado will be held at third. So it's an RBI single for Jacob Herrera, and it's 2-0 Gales.
And the bases are still loaded, and we still got only 1 out, and an RBI happened just now. Number 6, Jose Victorio, is up next for the Gales. He is a center fielder in today's game. Yesterday, he played the left field. So, as you mentioned, the changes did happen quickly, and let's see if it was the right changes. So far, it has paid off in the first inning. Let's see if we can see continuous great progress on the team.
High breaking ball there from Almonte for a strike. 0-1. Well, Gales keeping the line moving here in the first. Away, 1-1. Monte struggling with his command here early on. See if that mound visit ended up helping him. But Gales will still have the bases loaded with just 1 out. And a late swing there on the curveball from Victorio, and it's 1-2. Gales still have the bases loaded. Moreno at third, Rosado at second, Herrera at first with 1 out. As Victorio takes outside 2-2. And he struck him out. Good sinker by Almonte for his first strikeout as Victorio goes down on strikes for the 2nd out.
And here comes down number 17, Jonathan Stevens. Jonathan had a pretty good game yesterday. He
came within a few inches of a home run.
Yes, he did. And let's see if he can help us here and get us a possible grand slam. Would that be helpful for this team?
I think right now he's more concerned about driving in the runs, try to get a bigger lead here.
And he needs at least a base hit. I mean, if
he walks, well, he can walk.
Yes, he could also walk too. That also helps.
High and away, 2-0. Monte's walked 2 already here in the first. Down in the count, 2-0. Good pitch here for Stevens to hit. And that goes to the backstop, and the runners will hold. Again, a small backstop here at Sheridan Memorial Field, so it's hard for runners to advance, especially from third.
Yes.
On these backstops. But the count now 3-0, and Almonte has to throw a strike here, also run will come in. And there's one on the inside corner for a strike as Stevens backed out of the way. 3-1. And he takes one down for ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Rosado trots in to score. Everybody else moves up a base. So Jonathan Stevens gets in. That's Moreno who comes in to score. As everybody else moves up base, and Jonathan Stevens gets an RBI on a walk. 3-0 Gales here in the first. Now the number 9 hitter, Matt DiGennaro, did not start yesterday, but he's in the lineup today and playing second for the Gales. It's been a rough first inning for Luis Almonte, who's walked 3 now, including three of the last 5 batters that he's faced. And that one up and in. DiGennaro has to duck down, and it's 2-0. And now a visit from the pitching coach.
Yeah.
So tough first inning for Luis Almonte.
A lot of runs given up so far by Weehawken. It's not something we see, so often. I mean, if this game were to end this early in the first inning, I would just be shocking.
Well, the Gales have 3 runs in already, but they only have 1 extra base hit. It was a triple from Blaze Conti, but 3 walks, and 2 singles have brought in the majority of run support for the Gales. And looks like Almonte will stay in, as expected. But DeGennaro down in the count 2-0. Gales on the verge of bringing in another run here. Good pitch here for DeGennaro to hit. That's it. Inside, and now it's 3-0. It's exactly the start that Weehawken did not need.
And after coming after that win yesterday, 17-3 over Bergen Charter.
Ball 4, and that
Definitely
forces in
shocked.
another run. Rosado comes in
early.
to score. Station to station go the Gales once again, and it's 4-0 St. Mary's here in the first. That's now the 4th walk of the inning issued by Luis Almonte. So the Gales have batted around the order here in the first. Back to the top of the lineup they go. And Tyler Giordano, who had a sharp base hit his first time up. Back up. And he grounds one through the whole base hit.
Wow.
Into score comes Herrera. Victorio will come around, and there will be no throw. And now they got the runner trapped in between second, and DeGennaro is out at second base. So 2 runs come home on the single by Tyler Giordano. And at the end of the first, the Gales lead 5-0. Wow.
Early and shocking. Hopefully it doesn't end that early. Welcome back, and Weehawken is ready to get a bat, and they need runs here as they're trailing 5-0 going into the top of the second inning. As we say hello to number 10, which is Sebastian Starton. He is the right fielder for the team.
Yep. So he bats 5th and takes a strike on the first pitch he sees, and it's 0-1. Is the score wrong? I thought it was 5-0. Was it really 6-0?
So we do have a correction on the score. It is now 6-0. The last run was 2 runs. 2 runs went in, and they didn't count it earlier, so now it is official. 6-0 is the score.
And there's a strike there on the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
And number 16 is warming up in the bullpen for Woodridge. Weehawken.
Up there's strike 3.
We don't have a name for them
over
for
the
him yet, but
oh no,
try to get one if available.
Nope. Strike 2. Excuse me, on that one. I thought. And that one is up and away. Can't be handled by the catcher Giordano, and it's 2-2. Young had a successful first. Struck out 2, gave up just 1 hit, no runs. And he fouls one back into the net, and good cut by Stratton, and it's 2-2.
I didn't know that.
And That's outside, ball 4. So I'm sorry, I lost count there, but it ends up being a walk to the right fielder Stratton, and a good start to the inning for the Indians.
And upcoming games for St. Mary's this Saturday, they're at Leonia at 10 in the morning, and then Monday they're at Harrison for 4 p.m. Tuesday they're going to be home against North Arlington, also at 4 p.m. And for Weehawken, they'll be home Saturday against Patterson Charter at 10 in the morning. Monday they'll be at University Charter at 4 p.m. And on Tuesday the 11th they'll be away at Lyndhurst at 4 p.m.
Pickoff try there by Young, and the runner just gets back safely there. Awkward slide there by Stratton, but he ends up getting back safely. As Luis Almonte, the starting pitcher, rough first. Let's see if he can make up for it here in the second. Takes one on the inside corner for a strike. Oh, another pickoff try, and
That one is
did
safe.
not get him.
Close though.
Another close pickoff try there by Young. Can't get him though. And there's another fastball for a strike, and there's 2 strikes. And that one just outside there. It's 2-2. Young has struck out 2 so far. Make it 3 as he gets Almonte looking over the outside corner. And 1 gone here in the second. So all 3 strikeouts for Young have been looking strikeouts. As the number 7 hitter Emilio Acosta comes up. And he swings and misses at a good sinker by Young. 0-1. That was a nasty one there.
And of course, as if you were listening to yesterday's broadcast, the JV team for St. Mary's did lose.
Oh, there goes the runner. The throw is in time, and they got him.
Wow.
What a throw by the catcher Tyler Giordano, and what a job applying the tag by Rosado. And they get Stratton for the second out. Wow.
Wow, that is... Speed is something we haven't seen. I thought it would be better for Weehawken, but turns out they didn't get it.
So now 2 out, nobody on. Swing, good changeup there by Young. Sorry about that. That's the 4th strikeout already for Isaac Young. And that puts an end to the top of the second.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the second, and the score is correct on your screen. It's 6-0 as the Gales have the lead, trying to possibly end this game real early in the cold.
Watson, who had a grounded out to third his first time up, leads off here in the bottom second. Gales batter around, sent 10 batters to the plate in the first inning. They scored 6.
And Kyle did a great job. Kyle Watson yesterday. He did a great job yesterday, catching.
Yes.
And so far so good. Down in first base. So let's see how much more progress we can see from him down and back in first base if we even get to him again. I mean, one more and it's emergency rule.
Down and away 2-0. And that's ripped
off to left field, and it's a base hit
for Watson. That's going to go down the line. Watson will turn first and head to second. The throw comes in, and he is in there safely. So it's a double for Kyle Watson right down the left field line, and a great start to the second for the Gales.
And here comes Blaze Conti, number 55. He
Tripled.
just hit a triple earlier.
Tripled his first time up.
And if it's another triple for him, that would mean another run, which would help this team tremendously.
Yep. So
let's see.
So second extra base hit for the Gales. Blaze had the first.
Luis Almonte stays in, as we did see number 16 for Weehawken practicing back in the
and that's
bullpen.
ripped into left. That's down for a base hit. Watson will advance to third. No, they're going to bring him home as the ball gets away and all the way to the wall. Watson comes in to score. Blaze on his way to second, and he will pull in there.
Stay there.
With what is going to be a single and an error, I would assume.
Yes.
So it's an RBI for Conti as Watson comes in to score to make it 7-0. If the next guy gets a hit, it'll be an RBI because the run would have come home anyways. But I'm gonna give him a single.
So it's 7-0 Gales, and we still have a runner on second, and that is Blaze Conti.
As Josh
Watson
Moreno
just
scored.
Came in for the run.
Josh Moreno now, and he pops one
foul. It's a
foul.
fly ball,
and
it's gonna hit the fans.
Oh, and it caught for the first out.
Oh wow.
That ball confused everybody here, as it actually stayed in play. So Moreno pops out for the.
I was watching for a second. I was like, okay, don't hit us. Yeah, almost hit the fans. Number 26, Jason Rosado's up next. He's a shortstop. Also did a tremendous job yesterday, and see how well today's game leads out.
Oh, high one there as it goes to the backstop. 1-0. Rosado walked his first time up. 1 of 4 that Almonte issued in the first inning. Gales have 7 home. Chance for more. And that's down and away, 2-0. And he fouls one back into the netting. It's 2-1.
Weehawken coach is not happy after that pitch. Let's hopefully he keeps things cool as we enter the last remaining moments of the bottom of the second, entering the third.
So
we only got one out.
Curveball away there, and it's 3-1. Almonte's already walked 4 in this game. And that's ripped toward the gaps in left center field. And it's going to be over the head and all the way to the wall. Conti around third. He'll come in to score. Rosado will turn second and head to third. The throw will not be made. It's a triple for Jason Rosado as the center fielder, Sabagal, lost that one in the sky. And it's 8-0 St. Mary's. Unbelievable.
Wow, this might be the shortest game we ever broadcasted.
Yep. Still 1 out, and now Rosado at third. So it's the second triple of this game for the Gales.
And we have a runner on third.
And the DH, Jacob Herrera, who had a base hit his first time up, and that one's up high, 1-0. Up and away, up and high, 2-0, and it hit the umpire. Still just 1 out in the inning. Runner at third. 8 runs home here for the Gales, including 2 here in the second, as Almonte is struggling. And Herrera gets hit by the pitch, and then he'll go down to first base.
So you got runners at the corners now and only 1 out, as it is 8-0 here at the bottom of the second.
So now 4 of the 5 batters here in the second have reached safely. And the center fielder, Jose Victorio, the 6th man up in the inning, will come up. So now runners on the corners with 1 out. Base hit in the gap here could give him a 10-run lead. And he flies one in the center that might be deep enough.
And
he
dropped
down.
it.
Into score comes Rosado. Going to third is Herrera. So it's a pop fly single for Jose Victorio, and it's 9-0 Gales here in the second.
And runners at the corner, so this game should be over. And we only got 1 out, so
I mean, unbelievable. And it's foul ball. Stevens walked his first time up. Well,
and yesterday's JV game, of course, was a 7-6 loss by a walk-off, apparently, to Woodridge. That was at Woodridge for the JV. When I spoke to Coach David Alessandro this morning, he goes, yeah, we played great all game.
Now runner breaks for a second, and he'll get back there safely. And now the runner is trapped, and the ball goes into left field. Oh, my goodness. Herrera comes in to score. Down to second base goes Victorio. The Weehawken defense continues its adventure in the second inning. 10-0 St. Mary's.
So, yes, it is 10-0. Mercy Rule has not been called yet, as they must play 4 innings? I've been told that they have to play 4 innings.
And Stevens fouls one back, and it's 1-2. So the Gales all over Weehawken. Rough game for Luis Almonte and the Weehawken defense, not doing them any favors. It's the 3rd mistake they've now made here in the second. And Stevens takes one down in the dirt. 2-2.
So you only got a runner on second.
Stevens pops one foul.
And
that will land in the
Weehawken
bench. And that nearly hit one of the players for Weehawken.
Close call there.
And Stevens with a big swing there as he strikes out on the fastball from Almonte. Just his 2nd strikeout. Now the number 9 hitter, Matt DeGennaro, who walked his first time up. Takes one high, 1-0. Again, Mercy Rule cannot be applied until they play 4 innings. So if we get through the top of the 4th and the Gales maintain this 10-run lead, the game would be called. Victorio still at second with 2 outs. Up high, 2-0.
Yes, because the ball.
And it's down away. Now it's 3-0 to DeGennaro.
And the light rain is beginning to come down now. Oh, heads up.
Where'd that come from?
Well, I can't throw.
So 3 balls to DeGennaro, and he takes taking all the way. He takes a strike, 3-1.
We gotta check that off our list, Jack. We almost got hit by a baseball, and I can't throw for nothing.
Well, you know that well.
By the bullpen. So
rewind it on the corner for a strike. Just caught that corner, so it's 3-2 now to DeGennaro. Almonte's walked 4. Make it 5 as he walks DeGennaro there. And now runners on first and second, and the Gales will bat now for the third time around the order.
And we're at the top of the order. Tyler DeGeneiro and
Giordano.
This is Giordano. Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is the second inning where we went to the top of the order. Usually, by the third, fourth inning, we're switching back to the top of the order. Not this early in the game, so that's pretty crazy. And of course, 10-0, as you mentioned, the score. And the rain, as you can tell, is starting to come down, but not as heavy, though.
Weehawken bullpen starting to ramp up a little bit now, as 1-0 to Giordano, who's 2 for 2, and that's up and away 2-0. Kyle Watson on deck.
Still a lot of players on the varsity team that have not played, have not had opportunities to play yet.
And that's in for a called strike, 2-1.
By the Leonia game, they have an opportunity to play. Of course, we hope that they get some time. They're on the team.
Victorio at second, Gigino at first with 2 out, and Giordano takes up, and it's 3-1.
Who do you want us to interview? Tyler?
And that's ball 4. 6th walk issued by Luis Almonte, and now the bases are loaded for Kyle Watson.
Weehawken extra time, and it looks like a pitching change might happen.
Yes.
And it's going to happen.
So Almonte coming out of the game, not the start he wanted, gave up 10 runs over an inning and 2/3 and still responsible for the runners on third, second, and first.
10-0, right? Or was it 11?
10.
So we do have a correction. It was 10-0 on the score. Our broadcast had 11. It was by an error mistake. It is 10-0, just to confirm. If it is 11, we do apologize. It's been an interesting ride so far. So a pitching...
Number 6?
16. So the pitching change comes in for Weehawken. 16 comes in.
I don't have a 16 on my...
No, I don't either. We don't have a name. We're going to try to get one if available.
Yeah, we
but
apologize
he won't
for that.
be there for too long, though. I mean, we got 2 outs already in this inning, and maybe one more inning, and that should be calling it.
Watson waiting patiently on deck as...
And stay tuned, as we're going to try to get Tyler Giordano at the end of this game.
Yep. Again, this game, this game has to go 4, so Woodward will get... So, if it stays this way, Woodward will get at least 2 more chances to bat.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the name, see if I can find it. If I don't have a name, then I'll ask the guy on the bench. Just watch this stuff here real quick.
Just been pure domination today for the Gales. $10-0 here in the bottom of the second, as the Gales are on the verge of ending this one early.
So number 16 is Hernandez.
Enyer Hernandez is the new pitcher. Sorry about that. As we are ready to resume action, and Kyle Watson, who is 1 for 2, grounded out to third and doubled, and he'll come up with the bases loaded, and he takes one down and away, 1-0. Chance for Watson to break this one open here with just one swing of the bat. Gales came really close to a home run yesterday when John Stevens hit one to the warning track in left field. And he takes one down, and it's 2-0. I don't know if it's the weather or just something else, but Weehawken pitchers have not had command of their pitches early today.
It's 10-0. They walked?
Down and away, now it's 3-0.
I moved because I saw 10. I was like, oh, how do you...
And that's in there for a called strike, 3-1. Watson was taking all the way. And first strike from Enyer Hernandez, the new pitcher. Good pitch for him to hit here. and he cracks one towards left field. That's deep. Going back and to the warning track, and it's
he got
caught
it.
by the center fielder.
And that's the third out.
Sabagal. So nice catch there after missing some earlier, and Watson flies out to end the inning. But the Gales bring in 5, and it's 11-0 St. Mary's. All right, back for the top of the third, with the Gales leading.
I have 10-0.
So
I know
Gales
the
leading
scoreboard on
10-0.
YouTube has 11-0. We're not 100% sure of the score. We have 10-0 though.
We have
So I
a
think
we have a
it's gonna stay
change.
as
We have a
10-0.
couple of changes on the infield. James Gregg comes into play first for Kyle Watson, and David Anderson comes into play second for Matt DeGeneres, with the Gales leading 10-0.
James Gregg, our basketball broadcaster, we wish him the best
Yep.
of luck.
Isaac Young throws a fastball by the hitter to make it 0-1. And
Oh,
that's
foul
ripped
ball.
Foul, and that'll go into the street. Wow, that's one of the hardest hit ones I've seen today.
Thankfully, we didn't hear no car horn or
This is
siren
the
go off, so that's good.
center fielder Nick Sabagal, who made a tremendous catch at the end of that second, and he takes one for a ball, so it's 1-2. One two coming. Got him looking over the outside corner, and Sabagal knew it. That is the fifth strikeout now for Isaac Young here on the top of the third.
And of course, stay tuned for the end of
And
the
the
game.
fourth one that's been caught looking.
Stay tuned for the end of the game as we're going to try to interview Tyler Giordano.
We're going to try. We can't make any
yes,
promises.
Second baseman and catcher, and who else had a RBI today's game?
A lot of players have had RBIs today.
Yes. And of course, once again, please support St. Mary High School, and please go to the Jersey Mike's fundraiser on 50 Route 17 East Rutherford, New Jersey. 50% of your spendings will be donated to the school.
Number 9 hitter Bryce Honig, the third baseman, is up. Gales leading 10-0 here on the top of the third. Young has struck out 5 so far, walked 1, excuse me. That one away, 2-1. Away, 3-1. And that's on the corner for a strike. Honig was beginning to walk to first base, and it's full count. Great cheer from Young. And he fouls
that's a
one
foul
back,
ball.
and
Thankfully,
it goes into the Woodridge foul territory.
Weehawken.
Weehawken, excuse me.
Thankfully, it didn't hit the people. If that
Nope, we're good.
happened, that would have been crazy. So only one out, full count here, 10-0.
Great cheer from Young.
Have the lead.
And he got him looking over the outside corner. So
And
back-to-back
that's the second out.
strikeouts from Young. 6th strikeout already, and the 5th that's been caught looking. First time through the batting order.
Incredible work, and there's nothing but positive you could say so far about this Gales team. I mean, Weehawken, Woodridge, so far so good, and of course Leonia this Saturday. They've been off to a great start. They've been playing well.
Second time around,
a better game.
Second time around the order for the Indians. It's the shortstop Eric Martel de la Rosa, who grounded out to third his first time up, and he grounds one foul, and it's 0-2. Again, if the Gales can maintain this 10-run lead after the top of the fourth, if Weehawken can't score, then the game would be over. Gales trying to improve to 2-0. Again, their next game is on Saturday at Leonia at 10 a.m. Eli will be there for that one. I'm still deciding if I will be there or not. Then two more home games next week, Tuesday and Friday. Both start at 4 p.m.
And they're on Harrison on Monday. We'll be both back on Friday for Friday's game.
Strike 3 called, and Isaac Young strikes out the side in the third inning. That's 7 now for Young through the first 10 batters, 10-0 Gales.
Welcome back. Blaze Conte's here to start off the bottom of the third.
Blaze is 2 for 2, tripled in the first and singled in the second.
And the score is correct. 10-0 is your score. We will have to play until the fourth inning, per the rules of the league. So even though the mercy rule will apply, they do have to play the 4 innings. So Weehawken will possibly get one more chance, I believe, for the top of the fourth, and that would probably end the game, more than likely, because even if they score, I don't think they'll
2-0 to Blaze.
I mean, 10-0's score.
As Enier Hernandez begins his second inning of work. And that goes to the backstop, 3-0. Gales have had a walking party today. They have walked 5 times, if I'm correct, through the first 2 innings. 5 walks for 5 different players. And Blaze lines one in right center towards the gap for a base hit. That's going to go all the way back to the wall. And Blaze is on the run. On his way to second. He'll get to third easily. And he will put on the brakes there. It's the second triple of the game for Blaze.
Oh, no, he's going home.
Oh, no. Now Blaze is coming home. Blaze will score.
Wow.
It's a home run for
Blaze.
An inside the park home run for Blaze Conte. He is now a double away from the cycle. 11-0 Gales here in the third. Great base running by Blaze Conte there.
Yeah, wow, that was great.
11-0 Gales.
The Weehawken pitcher, I'm sorry, but if you want my honest critique, though, he had the ball, and Blaze wasn't fast goals at home. He could have threw that, get him out. I mean, I'm glad they scored.
Well,
don't get me wrong.
Well, the
It's
pitcher fell
just-
asleep there. You still gotta be alert. These
Yeah.
guys are aggressive.
I was
As
like,
Josh
okay,
Marino
you know.
swings over a curveball, nothing in
like-
one. But
Like, make
great,
this more exciting, more action. Like, I get it.
what a great base run.
I think he knew it was a home run, though, but hey.
He hit
home
that
run,
one
good
in
for
the
him.
gap.
First home run this season, and it goes to Blaze Conti
Marino-
at home against Weehawken.
Behind Marino, 2-0.
They bat around.
Yeah.
Gives another at bat.
Marino fouls one back. Good cut by Josh. 2-1. Curveball up from Hernandez. And down, and it's a full count. Gales lead 11-0 here in the third. And Marino walked for the second time. So the sixth walk issued by Weehawken pitching. That'll bring up Jason Rosado. 1 for 1, he's tripled and walked.
And number 21, James Urquhart, he'll be going in for, I believe that was Rosado.
Yeah, Moreno
Marino.
to
He'll
pinch
be-
run.
For the pitch run, yep.
First time we've seen him this season.
Yes.
As the shortstop Rosado, 1 for 1, tripled and walk. As the curveball up, 1-0. Still nobody out here in the third. Jacob Herrera waiting on deck. And that one down and away, 2-0. Three and out. Well, pretty easy one here for the Gales today. They've had both great hitting and great pitching, and that helps. That's the 7th walk now issued by
Wow.
Indian pitching. As back-to-back walks issued by Hernandez.
Today was it? Oh.
As now we get a mound visit here for Hernandez. The Gales leading 11-0.
And
They've
it's a
got
pitching change.
they've got and it,
Number 3
Yes.
is coming in.
yep,
That's the third today, and that is Nick
Sabagal.
Sabagal.
Who's played center field today.
Yes, and I believe number 9 is going to be replacing him.
in center field.
Center field. Well, I'll double check on that one.
We don't have a number here for number 9. I don't know who it's going to be. So are we still on?
Yeah.
Third pitcher now already for Weehawken. Wait, what is? Oh, he walked, right, Rosado.
So we all needing to make some last-minute big changes here, as a lot has just happened in just 3 innings. 11 runs coming in home, and one being the home run from
Gales
Blaze
working
Conte,
on-
which that's
Gales
incredible,
are
by the way.
5 batters away from beginning our 4th time around the order here in the third, as Jacob Herrera waits on deck. Couple more pitches for Sabagal, and we will be ready to continue this bottom of the third. Still nobody out for the Gales. Can the Gales play at Leone on Saturday? Then home for 2 games next week. Tuesday versus Harrison. Friday versus...
Monday is at Harrison.
Oh,
Tuesday,
excuse me. Monday
would
at
be-
Harrison.
Let me double check for sure. Tuesday is North Arlington, and then Friday they play somebody. I don't know on top of my head.
So Jacob
And then
Herrera,
yes, next Saturday they'll
the number
also be
s-
playing
the DH.
3
he's-
Saturday games this month.
He's singled and he's been hit by a pitch as the Gales have runners on first and second with nobody out.
We got a few Sunday games too.
And a knuckleball there
One this April and
that
one
misses 2-0. He had 7 walks today for the Gales. Through 2 2/3, two innings, not even 2 2/3. Rough game for Weehawken. Much different outcome from that 17-3 win they had last game against Bergen Charter. And another knuckleball there, up high, 3-0. And 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone to Herrera and Nick Sabagal. First batter he faces walks on 4 pitches, and the Gales load the bases with nobody out.
we can clearly say it's been a walk in the park today for these Gales. It's been a walking
funny.
game.
Eli's got a good sense of humor. As David Anderson now in for Matt DeGeneres. And, no, he's batting for Victorio, excuse me. And that's line into right center
That
field.
is
That's
a base hit.
That's gonna score 2. That's gonna score 1.
And
And he's coming to the plate, and no chance to throw to third, not in time. And now
Safe.
down to second is the runner, David Anderson. It's a 2-run single for David Anderson on the first pitch he sees. 13-0 Gales. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Wow.
so you got runners in second and third. I believe second and third. You got 2 runs that just scored. It's 13-0, and they still got to play 1 more inning. Half an inning technically, yeah.
So now 13-0.
And that is with 3 pitching changes, and all 3 pitchers allowed runs in.
John Stevens
So it looks like
walked
Weehawken
and
might need
struck
to
out.
recruit some pitchers there. But
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, they could also been tired from yesterday because yesterday they had a pretty good win against Bergen Charter, 17-3.
ooh, and Stevens fouls one back and it gets stuck in the net. So Stevens has walked and struck out. Gales lead 13-0. Still nobody out. Runners at second and third. Up and away, 2-0. 2-2, excuse me. Base hit here could drive in 2 more. Gales have matched their run total from yesterday at 13. Yet another knuckleball from Sabagal, 3-2, full count. And he flies one into right center field. That'll be deep enough to get the run in. And
he
making
got him.
the catch is
Oh,
the
wait,
right
hold on.
fielder,
Not over yet. Here comes one
right
run.
fielder Stratton as Jacob Herrera tags from third and scores to make it 14-0 Gales, but the first out here in the third.
It's called a sack fly.
I know. I'm good.
Sure?
Sacrifice fly.
Huh?
Sacrifice fly. It
Yeah.
doesn't kind of get your average. It's just a sack fly.
I guess RBI then.
Yep.
Good job.
And, great curveball there. Drops it on Matt DeGeneres, the number 9 hitter for strike 1. And on that pitch, Anderson moved to third. So another fly ball could bring home another run in. The Gales now 27 runs in their first 2 games. We've only had 2 1/3 here in this one. Swing and a miss by DeGeneres, 1 and 2. And that's line right to the second baseman. That'll bring in a run
Wow, 15-0.
as Benitez makes the play, and Anderson comes in to score. It's 15-0 St. Mary's. So productive out there for Matt DeGeneres.
And Bradley Higgins is coming in. He'll be, I believe, replacing Giordano.
So first step out of the season for Brad after he pitched yesterday. He'll come on with 2 out, nobody on, and he grounds
And that'll
one
be
past the
grounded, but for
pitcher,
the-
but fielded by the third baseman, and his throw crosses not in
And
time, and
he's
it gets
safe.
away, and Brad will go back to first.
Wow, Brad got lucky there.
It'll be an
Bradley Higgins. He got lucky there.
it'll be an infield hit there for Brad. First pitch swinging, got it past the pitcher. Honig did all he could there to make the play, but he threw it wide. But it'll be an infield hit, and the inning continues.
He absolutely got lucky on that play there because that almost looked like he got it, but didn't catch it in time.
So now
First
James
baseman.
Gregg, who came in to replace Kyle Watson, of course, our broadcast partner for basketball. See what he can do here in
All
his
right,
first
come
step
on.
out of the season.
Or you better at baseball.
Fouled back into the
no.
net. 1-1. And he
Oh.
pulls one foul.
Inside the Gales dugout. Yeah.
How about that? So it's 0-2. Brad's still at first with 1 out. And on the outside corner
first
strike they
strike.
called, and Greg is caught looking. And that
And
puts
that
an end to
strikes
the
out.
bottom of the third. Gale scored 5 more, though. When you write that, it's a reverse K for caught looking strikes like that. Yep. I got it. Gale's trying to put a wrap on this game here at the top of the fourth. Isaac Young has pitched 3 scoreless, only allowed 1 hit, struck out 7, and he has had plenty of support from his offense. And stick around for postgame. We're going to get an interview with man of his game, Blaze Conti. 3 for 3, home run, a triple, and a single. He's driven in 2, and he's off to a blazing start this season.
So we had a walk in the park today. We had a blazing start today. What else we got for jokes today?
I don't know, but
We still got
but Isaac Young, who's been all business today, is back to work for the 4th.
And he could end this game here.
As Ryan Benitez, the second baseman, who has the only hit in this game for Weehawken, leads off the 4th.
I'll take care of the interview.
And that's in there for a called strike. And that one's up and high, 2-1.
And it's definitely safe to say that Florida or Jersey, rain or shine, St. Mary's got it.
That's
When
for
it
sure.
comes to hitting and pitching and all that, they got it.
So 3-1 now to Benitez, who's the only hit in this game for Weehawken. And that's in there for a called strike, and it's a full count. Isaac Young, 6 of his 7 strikeouts today have been caught looking strikeouts.
It's been an exciting game, but quick.
And that's down for ball 4. And Benitez is on for the second time, leadoff walk.
James Gregg is now in first base, replacing Jacob Herrera just now.
Watson. No, he's replacing Watson.
Excuse me, Watson. Excuse me about that.
And
then
Young fires
strike.
in a fastball for a strike to Christian Ramirez, the catcher, who struck out his first time up, 0-1.
Safe to say almost everybody on the team had a chance
Benson
now to
thought
play.
about running, but goes back to first. 1-1.
Safe to say most of the players on the team did have a chance to play, except for a few, but it's good now that today's a perfect game to give them a chance and to give them a try.
And he fouls that one
there's,
off.
of course, always
1-2.
Leonia on Saturday. Saturday morning right here to happen.
Struck him out. Good fastball from Young for his 8th strikeout of the game. As he gets Ramirez for the second time. And 2 outs to go. And that one's popped into shallow center. And on comes the right fielder, Moreno, to make the catch for the second out. And just like that, Weehawken is down to their final out.
Okay.
So just like that, the Indians are down to their final out. It'll be up to Sebastian Stratton to keep this game alive. He walked his first time up as Young looks for the complete game shutout. And there's a fastball for a strike. 0-1. And he grounds one right back to Young. And the ball game is over. Isaac Young with the complete game shutout.
Final.
As the Gales win this one 15 to
After they do clap outs, we'll get plays. We're gonna get plays now.
What?
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait, no. Wait, let me turn off the mic. Hang on. Wait, hang on.
Maybe it's 5?
So there has been a correction. The game is not over yet. I thought we thought the mercy rule would have applied by now, but it did not apply yet. The game is still continuing. It's 15-0 at the bottom of the fourth. Once again, the game is not final yet. 15-0 score at the bottom of the fifth. And number 8, Dominic Mealy.
Another one of our broadcast
Yes.
partners is up.
He's up
and
bat now.
we apologize for the mistake. We got an inaccurate report from one of our sources. But we continue to play on here with the Gales leading 15-0. And Dom Mealy, who
And the sun looks like it's just trying to pop out.
is
clouds,
who is
more
pinch
brightness.
hitting for Blaze here. Who's now pinch hitting for Blaze. As you start to get a little more light here at Sheridan Memorial.
And
Again, for those of you who did not see our game yesterday, new stadium name this year, Sheridan Memorial, named for one of St. Mary's alumni, Phil Sheridan. Came to school here during the 1930s, graduated just shy of 1940. He played football, basketball, and baseball here. He received he went to the University of Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana, to be the captain of the football team. And then after his college career, the day after the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy, and did several incredible feats in World War II. He is survived by his wife and his children. And it's a great honor for him and his family to have this stadium named after him.
so number 8, Dominic Mealy had the walk just now. He went to first. And outbound now is number 11, Zachary Pappenberg. He's in an 0-2 count at the moment. I'll wait and see what happens next. Here comes the pitch.
Nope. Up
It's
and away.
far into the outside for ball 1.
As over to our left here, freshman pitcher Joey Shavasta seems to be warming up here. Only freshman on the varsity team this year. Last year we had 2, Blaze Conti, Brad Higgins. And there's a good curveball to strike out Pappenberg. So Savagal with a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
And number 26, Jason Rosado's up next. He's a shortstop for today's game as he hits a foul ball into the fence.
Got stuck again. So again, Gales lead 15-0. A lot of backups in
That's
now as Rosado grounds one to short, and they will get the force at second for the first out. So Mealy is out at second as Rosado reaches first. It'll go down as a 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and there are 2 gone here in the fourth.
So 2 outs now. I'm not sure if we're going to have a 5th inning. I don't know how it works. Maybe we will. It's got to be 5. It's either we don't go to the 5th or we're going to end in the 5th. We'll have to find out and wait and see. It's been an exciting
So Jacob Herrera,
game for the Gales.
the DH,
15-0.
will bat now for the 4th time. Singled, he's 1 for 1. Singled in the first, and he's walked, and he's been hit by a pitch as he takes 1 for a strike there, 0-1.
Still got a run on first, and he still got 2 outs. So keep you reminded at home, it is 15-0.
It starts to get a little colder here at Sheridan. Temperatures dropping down, I would assume, into the 40s by now.
Yes. To the 40s.
About a 30-degree drop from yesterday.
Oh, wow.
But the production from the Gales has stayed exactly the same.
Yes,
As that one is fouled back into the net, and it's 2 strikes. Okay, we're going to try to get an interview with Blaze Conti after the game. What a game from Blaze. Tripled, singled, and hit an inside the park home run, drove in 2. Huge contributor to this 15-0 Gales lead. As that one is up and in to Herrera, 2-2. Another curve up 3-2. See if they put 3-2 with 2 out. Rosado will have an extra start as he'll be emotion on here on 3-2. Not going. That's interesting. Usually on 3-2 we see the runners that are in force positions usually run on 3-2, and they actually should, but not there. Maybe because it's 15-0. as Herrera fouls one back. Let's see if they put
At this point, they're just
Rosado in motion here.
trying to be nice.
Not going. And he struck him out. Good curveball from Sabagos. He has back-to-back strikeouts to end the fourth. 15-0 Gales.
No update yet for going to the fifth inning
Going
or
to
not.
fifth inning. And the freshman pitcher, Joey Shavasta, will come in.
Wow.
So Isaac Young is done. All right.
Here you go. Go.
What a moment for the freshman pitcher, Joey Shavasta, making his first ever appearance in a Gales uniform. Only freshman on the team, and he comes in with a 15-0 Gales lead in the fifth.
All right. Well, let's see how he does, and will they put him in for Leonia game on Saturday? As they got a while off before then. They got tomorrow and Friday off before Saturday. And, of course, today was their last day before Easter break, which has already started for the Gales. So, obviously, we'll see if this is going to pay off, as he already got 2 balls already for
Oh, good fastball there from Shavasta.
number 9.
2-1. And he grounds one down to third, handled by Mealy, and the throw to first is in time. So broadcaster to broadcaster, as Don Mealy throws over to James Gregg for the first out of the inning, and Joey Shavasta has his first out as a Gale.
Yeah, first out as a Gale, first out in this game for him. First out, probably in the rain for him. Or the drizzle miss.
And a new batter for the
Gotta feel good
Weehawken.
for
This
him.
is number 44, Angel Montilla. He'll face Joey Shavasta, and he takes one down and in, 1-0. A lot of substitutes in for the Gales. Giordano still behind the plate catching. James Gregg over at first. David Anderson at second. Don Mealy over at third.
So it is.
A couple new outfielders as well, as there's a strike from Shavasta, 1-1.
So it's now official that every single player from this Gales roster has played this season. Thanks to this 15-0. Oh, except for Lopez. Excuse me. Thank you. You're right.
Yep.
Except for Lopez.
We've got word, though, from Coach Nigel that he's resting, and he'll be ready for next week.
Yes. And they got 3 big games next week, including Saturday. That Friday game, they have a game. Saturday, they have a game next week. And Harrison on Monday, and Tuesday against
And he
North Arlington.
got him looking over the outside corner, and Joey Shavasta has his first strikeout as a St. Mary Gale. It's a moment for that young man. 2 gone here in the 5th.
Now, if they don't call this a third out, and they go to a bottom of the 5th.
Well,
Might have to
yesterday
have a
we
word with the
finished.
umpire.
Yesterday we finished in 6,
Yes, we did finish in 6, so should be over.
and it was 13-3.
if
So
it's not, we
we'll
might have
see.
to
We'll
have a
see what
word.
happens. But right now, Gale's focused on getting this last out, as He foul as the hitter fouls one back into the net. 1-0.
And I'm sure the players are got to be
0-1, excuse
more
me.
cold than we are.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
We're not.
Yeah, they're moving around. We're
The ones
not.
that are sitting.
And good fastball by Chavasta, 1-1. That's his, or 0-2. That's his specialty pitch, his fastball.
Great pitch so far for Javasta. He's done an excellent job so far this game,
And that's down,
And
1-2.
Nigel has done a great job by coaching these players well and allowing them to come in at different. We'll get plays.
So Joey Chavasta gets the final 3 outs.
We'll get plays now.
Gales get plenty of run support.
I'll get plays.
Highlighted by Blaze Conti's 3-hit performance. He drove in 2, triple, and a home run, came double shy of the cycle, and the Gales improved to 2-0 on the season with a shutout win 15-0 over Weehawken. Not only offense, but also a good pitching performance from Isaac Young. Struck out 8 in his match in this game. And what a performance by the Gales, as they are now 2-0 on the season. And again, stick around for the post-game interview. We're going to interview third baseman Blaze Conti, who was the headliner of the Gales offense today. St. Mary's with the win.
We're back. Good.
Yeah, we're good.
Take a step back.
Joined out by Blaze Conti, had a home run in this game. What are your thoughts on today's game?
Today's game was great. I feel like the whole team did good. We all hit, and we all played our positions very well. I could see 15-0, so we just keep pushing. The whole season.
And what are your thoughts for the next upcoming game? You got Leonia on Saturday.
I believe that game is canceled, but for the next game, I think we're going to be pushing the same thing. Just keep on hitting, keep on fielding, keep on pitching. Great game. So that's pretty much it.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I have a question for you. Are you a little disappointed you got to go for the cycle? You're a double away.
No, I'm not a selfish player. I mean, I just want to play as a team, win as a team, help my team get RBIs. So I mean, there's nothing else that I would rather have for our team than just keep scoring runs and keep pushing through the season and try to bring back a state title this year. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
And that will do it for us here at Sheridan Memorial Field. Jack, come on in for the last shot. So we're not sure about Saturday's game, and it looks like it might get canceled. We'll confirm that. If not, we will see you all next week. If it's not Saturday, it will be Monday against Harrison. That'll be away. We'll be back on Friday if it's not Saturday's game. Jack, any other thoughts before we close out?
Nothing really, just a great win today for the Gales. Nigel's doing a great, Coach Nigel's doing a great job. Again, showing they've scored 28 through the first 2 games. Pitching's been good, offense has been good, everybody's been contributing. That's pretty much it. So for Elijah Weintraub, I'm Jack.
One more thing, we will be, Bobby will be here to film the games and broadcast it. He'll be here for Monday's game at Harrison, as well as Tuesday home against North Arlington. And me and Jack will be back to broadcast on Friday. And
Thursday too, I think.
and we have Thursday as well?
There's not a game on Thursday. I don't think.
We'll have to double check the schedule on all the updates, and we'll update you at the time comes. From Jack Rizzo and Bobby, our cameraman, I'm Elijah Weintraub. See you next time, guys.
So long, friends.